Today, I'm gonna walk you through a chest and tricep push workout using 41-inch resistance bands as well as an anchor point. What I would recommend is the Clench Fitness Level 1 or Level 2 kit. It will give you all the bands that you need to do this workout. We're gonna be doing 7 exercises and it will probably take you around 40 minutes. First exercise, mid-anchor chest flies. So you're gonna need an anchor point that's right about chest height. We're gonna be standing in this exercise. So I'm gonna grab my band, wrap it around, and then I have another one set up over here so that I can get nice chest engagement. And as always, I'm gonna grab a pair of Clench Band Handles because I find that they work really well in this exercise. So all you gotta do is pop these right into your handles, get them even, and then step away from your anchor point, making sure you have tension in the full rep. You want a lot of tension at the bottom, and then obviously these bands are gonna get stronger as they go up. So what we're shooting here is 4 sets of 10 to 12 reps. Trying to get a big squeeze, nice and controlled on the way down. Big squeeze at the top. And then after your first set and progressing into your second, third, and fourth sets, I want you to try to bump up that resistance on every set, with your top set being the highest resistance. Also, if you don't have 2 wall anchors like this, you can use a couple of door anchor straps on each side of the door. And if you only have a single anchor strap, what I would recommend is doing a unilateral fly. That way you can basically get the same offset so that we're getting good muscle engagement and that force is pulling the band out and away from your chest. Exercise number 2 is going to be a banded bench press. All you're gonna need here is a single 41-inch band, and to set this up, you can basically, all you do is wrap it right around your back and bring it up into the small of your back, and you can use your hands if you want. I prefer to use a pair of Clench Band Handles, so it's the same concept. You put one handle inside each end of the band, and what these handles do is it takes up length. That's the biggest thing with this exercise, is you want it to take up as much band length as possible. All right, so we got one handle on the inside of the band on each side, and then we're gonna basically grab it here with our hand so that the band comes to our wrist. That'll give us plenty of clearance on the outside, and then you just wrap it right around your back, and then we're bringing it up into the small of our back as high as we can go. And then there you can see it. I got the band is on the inside of my wrist. And you can do these standing, just get a staggered base and push them out. I prefer to use a bench just so that I can get my back rolled up and everything supported and really push. And what you're focusing on here is letting it down, getting to the point where you're almost out of tension, and then squeezing up and trying to drive those biceps into those pec muscles at the top. Big squeeze at the top, and then let it down slow. We're doing 4 sets here. And what I want you to do is pyramid your resistance up. So we're gonna be doing 4 sets. First set, 12 reps. Second set, 10 reps. Third set, 8 reps. Fourth set, 5 reps. And why we're decreasing the reps, I want you to increase the resistance on each set so that you end with the highest resistance on the last set. Next exercise, exercise number 3, we are going to be doing some incline flies or low anchored flies. So now our anchor points are going to be down towards the floor, and what this is going to do is target more of the upper chest, which I find is typically underworked, and also you get really good engagement with these bands on a low anchor point. So basically you got a low anchor point towards the floor, same thing as before. We're stepping out, getting tension on those bands, pulling our arms into that straightened position. And then we're on a nice neutral spine, keeping our core engaged, pulling these bands up and squeezing them together, trying to tuss our biceps to our chest. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets here of 8 to 10 reps. And obviously the first and second set are closer to 10 reps. And then your last set, closer to 8 reps. And I want you to increase that resistance on each set, just like we've been doing. And it's all about being slow and controlled and getting good time under tension here, and a big squeeze at the top and engage those chest muscles. Next, exercise number 4, we're going to be doing push-ups. We're shooting for 3 sets here of 8 to 10 reps. And if you need a challenge, you can add a band, which I prefer to do because it gives you some more resistance. Push-ups, pretty straightforward. To set them up, we get that band up into the small of our back, and then we're just down in that push-up form, roughly about shoulder width apart with our hands, and then making sure that your butt's down in your nice flat plank position with a neutral spine. And then we're just going down to the floor, nose to the floor, pause a little bit at the bottom, and big squeeze at the top. Same thing as before, focus on squeezing those chest muscles, driving the biceps into the chest. To modify this to do the push-ups, I would say lose the band. If you can't do push-ups without the band, you can always go on your knees, same form. And that's how we do the push-ups. Next exercise, exercise number 5, we're gonna be doing a unilateral or single arm chest press. So grab yourself a chest high anchor point with a single 41-inch band, and we're gonna pop our clench band handle in here. And then when we come out, we wanna be offset from the anchor point, and we want the band to come kind of over the top of our arm here, but we want it to be, pretty close or in line with that direction of push. And the reason we want that is to keep the shoulder engagement as minimal as possible. We want to focus on the chest, and you're gonna need to get a staggered stance here, because this is obviously gonna be engaging a lot more core. And then once you get here, make sure you get into a position where there's tension on the band at the whole time. So I got tension pulling me back into that fully extended position, and then I'm just gonna fire this rep out and try to get a big squeeze. So you wanna come over center and big squeeze on that pec muscle, and then let it down nice and slow. And like I said before, you wanna have a little bit of a staggered stance, almost like that position we were in with the flies, because that helps to be able to get engagement on that chest muscle. If you're over here, you're gonna be kind of wrapping that band around yourself, and that doesn't work so well. So we wanna be offset here. That's why we're doing a unilateral exercise, to really get that good chest engagement. And we're gonna be doing 3 sets here of 8 reps. So that's 8 reps each arm. So you're gonna do 8 reps and then switch arms. Come over here and then bang out another 8 reps, and then jump into your next set. And what we wanna do is increase that resistance on each set and try to get at least 8 reps, but if you get 6 to 8, that's totally okay. All right, exercise number 6. We're moving into triceps now. We are going to be doing a single arm unilateral tricep extension with a high anchor point. So I want you to grab your anchor, set it up as high as you can get it. Typically, we want it to be about arm's length ahead for these 41-inch bands, so you can get tension in the range of motion. Hooking our band up. You're gonna wanna use something lighter here, because it's just, now your triceps are gonna be doing all the work, and it's only a single arm. So to set these up, got your band overhead, and we're gonna be pinning that elbow to our side and rolling that shoulder back. And then we're gonna be just extending this out all the way, and that band should kind of, basically, it's gonna be in line with the direction of the exercise. And when you come to that fully extended position, this band should just touch your pec muscle. So that's how you know you're in the right spot. And then you're just repping this out. And we do not want the humerus bone to be moving during the rep. We want that thing to be fixed, stationary to our side. And the only thing that we're doing is pivoting at that elbow joint, and make sure that you're getting full extension with a big squeeze at the top. And for this, we're gonna be shooting for around 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps. All right, last exercise, exercise number 7. we're going to be doing some tricep push down. So we're going to use that same high anchor point, single 41-inch band. Grab a heavier band than we did on the last exercise because we're going to be using both arms on this baby. So we're going to anchor our band like we always do, and now we split the band, and you can grab basically one hand on each side. Make sure that you're grabbing both the same distance from the anchor point on both sides so that you get even resistance between both arms. And then you're going to step in here, pinning those elbows to our side, rotating those shoulders back like before, and then we're just pushing down, big squeeze, full extension, and then let it up nice and slow. Exhaling on the way down. And we're shooting for 3 sets of 6 to 10 reps here. Same thing as before. Increase that resistance on every set, and you'll know, and drop your reps by 1 to 2 reps per set. And this should be a really good way to just burn out those triceps. And it's all about the time under tension. Like, keep it nice and controlled and really focus on squeezing those muscles at the top, and you'll notice a really good tricep engagement. All right, so that wraps up our chest and tricep push workout. If you liked what you saw today, be sure to smash that like button. Let me know what exercise was your favorite in the comments below. And if you need any of the equipment shown, be sure to head over to clenchfitness.com, and thank you for watching.